up guys, and welcome for a new video for Godfall. Today I have such a powerful build to show you for Phoenix. Phoenix is neither the strongest or the weakest Valor Plate. She is very balanced in everything that she can do. But the new Valor Plate Shards, however, that she received are totally insane. She can make her fire element so strong that it can burn through anything. Regardless of who is in the way, the ailment ticks do so much damage that it can just sit back and let all the enemies be consumed by the flames. The tick damage can go up to 500 to even 800,000 damage. There is no need to even consume. If you guys enjoyed the video, a like would be really appreciated. If you guys would like to see more of my builds, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. With that, let's get right into the build. Alrighty, so Phoenix got some really strong shards that make her flames really powerful. But before we look at the shards, I want to show you the one item that is the most important and the reason why the fire element is so strong. And that is the kindled core. This augment alone is what will bring the whole build come together. So the augment's main ability is 100% of your fire damage and fire resistance will increase your ignite power. The higher your fire damage will be, the stronger your ignite power will be as well. With that, let's look at the shards. The first shard that I used is the Breath of Fire. 36% of the ignite damage that we deal will get stored into our Vengeance meter. Then when the meter is full, we can use our Petrifying Slam to release all that stored damage to unleash a cone of flame that will deal fire damage and inflict ignite. This move is totally ridiculous as it will take into account all the fire damage bonuses you have when you use this move. The move can deal max 50,000 damage, and if your character has 100% bonus fire damage, then the move will deal 100,000 damage. Since we'll be focusing on getting a lot of fire damage, this move will get even stronger. Also, since we hit the enemies with a really powerful attack that can inflict ignite, the ailment ticks are super powerful. That's not even it for this shard. When you hit any sort of enemies with this move, even mid-bosses, it can stun them for a few seconds. This is absolutely insane. From what I've played, it can even stun the realm bosses. Zamora is the one realm boss that it is able to stun. With this, you get 3 to 5 seconds in which you're able to deal even more damage to the enemies, or just get some breathing room if you need to. It's also so useful in the Exalted towers that we have so many bosses spawning that stunning even one is super helpful. The second shard that we use is the Soul of the Inferno. So whenever we inflict ignite, we will get a flame charge that will grant 10% weapon technique fire damage with a max of 10 charges. On top of that, if you have 8 or more charges, you will get an additional 225% fire damage. So altogether, if you have 10 charges, you will get 325% weapon technique fire damage. This is really crazy as it will increase your ignite power by 325% thanks to our augment. But just a reminder that it only increases your fire damage on your weapon techniques and not on any other attacks. Only when you inflict ignite with your weapon techniques will you get that 225% bonus damage. So how can we make the best use of both of these shards? We use dual blades. Use your weapon technique to get those 10 flame charges, and then during your weapon technique as well, use your Petrifying Slam. The slam will hit so hard and then the ailment ticks will be so powerful that nothing will be able to survive. You will get the full 325% fire damage bonus, which will increase the damage of a Petrifying Slam as well as your ignite power. Totally one of the strongest combos in the game. With that, let's look at the weapons and the gear pieces. The main weapon you want to go for is the Longsword Dragon Coil. This will recharge your shield super quickly. The Breath of Fire shard doesn't have a cooldown, so you can keep using the Petrifying Slam as much as you want. The slam will deal a lot of damage that just one ignite tick will be enough to refill your Vengeance meter completely. For the secondary weapon, you should go for dual blades. Any dual blades with fire DPS is totally fine. These will be used to take out the big realm bosses quickly. Weapons like the Brimtide Cleavers, Wanderer's Ambition, the Perseverance are all good choices. The weapons that I use is the Longsword Blades of Conquest. I get the Northern Technique charge when I hit enemies with my Southern Technique. This effect does stack if you hit multiple enemies. I also get the Greater Blessing of Luck whenever I inflict an element, which is around 30% crit chance. Then the last ability giving me shield charge on crits. All amazing abilities, plus it came in fire DPS. I really got lucky with this weapon. For the dual blades, I use the Twin Dragons, just for the ability that will heal me when I inflict ailments. Make sure on all your weapons you get crit chance. For the charm, we get the Lion's Talisman to get our weapon technique charged really quickly. The Kaita Amulet is amazing for this build as will give you bonus shield damage and shield charge speed. The damage is not really that important, it's just the shield charge speed that we need. Make sure to get as much crit chance as you can for both your charm and your amulet. For the rings, I use the Eye of the Dragon to get our weapon techniques to inflict elements and some bonus over health. For the second ring, we use the Mark of the Red Armor to increase our over health gain. For the Lightstone, we use the Restorative Sun Drop to increase our fire damage. Then for the banner we use the Plague Pennant to increase our ailment power even further. Now let's look at the augments. The first augment we get is the Solar Bliss. This will greatly increase our ignite power but lower its duration by 50%. Twilight Bloom to increase our weapon tech damage immensely. Then the main one, as I mentioned before, is the Kindled Core to convert all your fire damage into ignite power. Then for the last fight augment we get Focus for some additional overhealth gain. For the Spirit augments we get Scourge and Black Seed, both of which giving us our shield charge back as fast as possible. For the Vitality augments we get Void Shell for some more overhealth gain when we land critical hits. Then we get Glamour as well as the augment Rift, both of which giving us bonus damage per ailment on the enemy. On all your augments get as much fire damage as you can, ailment power or ailment duration. Use your Vitality augments to fill up on all your resistances if you need it. Here is a look at the skill tree. Get all your stat increases and your shield attacks and shield throws to get as much shield charge speed as you can. Everything else is pretty much standard. Here is a look at the Ascension powers and the stat sheet. That is it for the build guides. Quite a lot I had to go over, but I wanted to make sure everyone understood how it all works, especially if there are new players getting into the game. The build can survive any game mode, Exalted Towers, Lightbringer and the Spirit Realm. It has very good healing and the damage is just completely insane. The Petrifying Slam being able to stun mid-bosses is so huge. Stunning bosses like the Guardian Kurkos or really annoying Crocodile is crazy. Since they get stunned, you get enough time to recharge your shields, and then use the slam again to inflict even more damage. The Shard not having a cooldown is absolutely ridiculous. I also really love the Soul of the Inferno Shard, as it gives you such high weapon tech fire damage, and seeing Phoenix get on fire while the Shard is active is great to see and really goes well with the Valor Plate. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. I really love this build as it's had so much potential. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you all. I will catch you all next time.